All right, guys, now that Easter is in the books here, we are on another episode of Between Heaven and Hell, and we've got some Bible verses here for you. And we wanted to talk to you about, we all know that Jesus rose from the tomb on Easter Sunday, on the third day. So you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's the third day, and then that's when it all happened. Basically, that, there is good to come. Well, there's also another time where he's going to come back, and that's what Christians have been talking about, and that's why a lot of people lose faith, is because they keep saying, well, we've been hearing this story for a long time in our lives. Well, you got to understand, your life is just a tiny grain of sand on the speck of eternity. So I wanted to read from Mark chapter 13 and starting with verse 24. It says, the return of Christ. But in those days, after that tribulation, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will be falling from heaven, and the powers that are in the heavens will be shaken. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in clouds. So that's why you see a lot of YouTubers, they'll try to fake it, and they'll say, well, this is Jesus coming in the cloud. You'll see that in the clouds a lot. So it literally says that in Mark chapter 13, verse 26, then they will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory, and then he will send forth the angels and will gather together his elect from the four winds, from the farthest ends of the earth to the farthest end of heaven. Now learn the parable from the fig tree. When its branch has already become tender and puts forth its leaves, you know that summer is near. Even so, you too, when you see these things happening, recognize that he is near, right at the door. And I talk about that a lot, that he's omnipresent and he's in your heart. He's asking to be let into your heart, not just for dinner, not just for one day, but for good, forever, and he's always right there by your shoulder, and you just don't even know he's there, He walks with you every day. And it says, truly I say to you, this generation will not pass away until all these things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. But of that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but the Father alone. Take heed, keep on the alert, for you do not know when the appointed time will come. It is like a man away on a journey who, upon leaving his house and putting his slaves in charge, assigning to each one his task, also commanded the doorkeeper to stay on the alert. Therefore be on the alert, for you do not know when the master of the house is coming, whether in the evening, at midnight, or when the rooster crows, or in the morning, in case he should come suddenly and find you asleep. What I say to you, I say to all, be on the alert. So you always have to be ready, and that's why I always say invite him in, because you just don't know when it's going to happen. So there you go. We've got Easter Sunday in the books now, and you've got that there. And a lot of people will always say, well, we're in a time of revival. Everybody's kind of ready and waiting for the second coming of Jesus Christ. And is it going to be during our lives? Well, we don't know. Nobody's got the answer. You heard it right there in the Bible. So, but the important thing is to stay ready. And we know a lot of you guys are going through pain, sickness, financial struggles, and just invite them in, because God does amazing things. We've seen it. I reported on it last year with me. I would pray. Sometimes an unexpected check would come in the mail from the state of Indiana last year. I remember that happening. So you just never know what might happen. So thanks for tuning in. We wanted to keep this one short for you guys, but just stay on task, remain vigilant, because you never know when it might happen.